Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video. Real quick shout out to all the members that are there on the stream. Go check them out. Go give them a like, subscribe, show them some love and support. Also, if this video gets over 250 likes, I shall continue the series. Thank you all for the support. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all later. Our story last ended with Goku defeating Raditz alongside Piccolo. Now we know that Goku at this point did not die, so how would he be able to meet King Kai? Well, we know that Goku can meet up with Kami and say that he needs better training. So this could go two ways. Either Goku would use the hyperbolic time chamber, or Goku would just go ask Kami for a new teacher or somebody who can teach him, and Kami would then give up King Kai as he does know about him. So we're going to go with option number 2. So Goku would then be teleported with Kami, but Goku's not dead in this what if, so he would be able to not have the halo over his head. But with King Yemma knows that Goku would have sacrificed himself and Kami putting in a good word, he would have allowed Goku to run down Snake Way. Now with Goku being stronger, you could just say that he would get there around the same time and he would get the same exact training. Now Goku would even be a bit more helped out with King Kai because King Kai can study Goku and figure out his magic. He would also tell Goku about Goku's magic abilities, and Goku can learn to train them. Now King Kai thinks that they're very unique powers. He's never seen them before, maybe from one being, but he doesn't know yet. As he doesn't really know about Moro, he's just very vague about it. And he knows that Moro was a powerful alien of some kind. Well, Goku would get the same training. He will learn the Spirit Bomb and Kaioken. Now, once when he goes back, most of the Z fighters in the fighting would happen the exact same alongside with Nappa. Most of the Z fighters dying, Piccolo would sacrifice himself, as even though Piccolo's a little bit stronger, remember Piccolo slacked off a little bit because he had to train Gohan for that period of time. Gohan's the exact same power, he's no different. Now, as soon as Goku would arrive, Goku here is a lot more powerful. Let me explain why. Goku at this point had a power level of around 2000. Now, if you do throw in the fact that Goku got around 18.3 times stronger from King Kai, that's around the official multiplier that he got, Goku would have a power level of around 35 to 36,000, making him a lot more powerful than he was in the original. So, with Goku having a power level of 36,000, he far outclasses anything that he did with Kaioken, and he far outclasses anything that Vegeta did, other than the Grade 8 form. Goku would then arrive, and he would make very quick work of Nappa, defeating him and breaking his back. Now, Vegeta would still kill Nappa as he would throw him in the air and make him explode. This is when Goku would then fight Vegeta, as Goku was clearly outclassing Vegeta. Vegeta had little to no chance. So, with not much options left, Vegeta would then shoot a Gallic gun. But this is when Goku would then collect Vegeta's entire attack and eat it. As this would shock Vegeta, how the heck did he just do that? And Goku got a pretty big power boost from it. Now you could argue, what did it boost Vegeta's power level to? I think that it boosted from around 18,000 to around 30,000. So I mean, you could argue that maybe using the Gallic gun gives you a 12,000 boost increase. So let's just use that for fun, just because, we don't really know how much it boosts. The 36,000 plus 12,000 is, of course, 48,000, boosting his power a little even higher. So Goku would then easily defeat Vegeta, knocking him out before Vegeta could even go Grade Ape, before anything. As, remember, Goku here is too powerful for Vegeta, there's nothing that he could do. Goku did not even need to use Kaioken or the Spirit Bomb. He was kind of let down, but he let Vegeta live. And the reason for this is because he knows that Vegeta isn't all evil, and that's just how Goku is. He lets his most evil enemies have a chance to leave. So Vegeta would then awaken, and he knows that he has no chance. He could try and throw the moon, but he doesn't know if even that will beat him. So Vegeta would just leave, as he's way too damaged anyway, so maybe he might not even have enough energy to even shoot a fake moon. So he would then laugh and say, "You will regret sparing me," go into the spaceship, and then fly off. Now, since this has happened, there's a few changes here. Goku is not injured. So since he's not critically injured, the rest of Z Fighters will still heal up in the hospital. It's just that when Bulma asked to go over to Namek, remember, to get the Dragon Balls to wish back for their friends, Goku would just go with them this time. So it would be Krillin, Gohan, Bulma, and Goku. This also means that Goku would not be training in a gravity room in 90 times gravity. Now you could say, would Goku wait so he can train in one? I don't think so, as Goku wants to go with him to help them, as that's what he wanted to do, but he physically couldn't in the original because he was crippled and there was no sensu beans. Now this also means that there is no sensu beans that Goku has from Korin, remember, because they left early. Korin had sensu beans ready almost a week or two later when Goku was already fully healed. So that is the reason why. Now, they would all fly over to Namek. The same events would happen, relatively the exact same, with them seeing the Namekians being tortured. Gohan might go down there and do something, but Goku knows that Frieza's power is far outclassing his, and he thinks that maybe he can absorb his energy. But remember, I feel like with training with King Kai on absorbing life energy, and with his other masters, he knows that if he absorbs too much power, it could kill him. So even Frieza might be too much for his body to handle. So Goku needs to play it smart. Now Vegeta at this point would still be doing his normal thing, stealing the Dragon Balls, running around, dodging Frieza. He would still get beat up by Zarbon, and he would have still killed Dodoria and Kui. That would all happen the same, and of course he would have gotten healed and then killed Zarbon. Now this is when Frieza would have called the Ginyu Force, as all of his men are losing and dying. But once when the Ginyu Force arrives, this is where some changes are going to occur. Now in terms of power level wise, you could argue that Goku maybe has a power level around 60,000 from 48 because he trained with Krillin and Gohan with image training. Now here's the other thing. Guru. Would Goku have gotten his potential unlocked? I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is just because the fact that that just doesn't seem like Goku to be given power. But fair play, because the likes of Goku is the same one that is also stealing energy, which Krillin would then point out, and Goku's like, "Oh, I guess you're right." And Elder Guru says, "No, I'm not giving you power. I'm just simply unlocking your potential and your power that's already there for you." So I feel like with some persuasion, they would get Goku to be able to do that, and Guru would be able to read Goku's mind. So, and he knows that Goku's pure. Of course, he has powerful magic abilities, and he knows that, but he would unlock his potential. Now, in terms of the boost wise, it all depends on the user's potential. So that is for you guys to discuss down in the comments. How high do you think Goku's potential would be? If he had a power level of 60,000 and Elder Guru unlocked his potential, how high would it be? Just for what if purposes, I'm gonna even say his power level jumped up to, let's just say, 2 times, which is very low, but it would bump his power level up to 120,000. Once when the Ginyu Force arrives, most of the fighting would happen the same, just the fact that you have Goku there. So Goku would have easily dispatched Raccoon, Guldo, and of course, Jason Birder. And you could argue that Jace would have flown off, but Vegeta would have stopped them anyway. Now the big fight would be Captain Ginyu, which they are equal in power. Now this is the interesting thing. Captain Ginyu, when Goku was fighting Jason Birder, Goku would basically steal all of their power and eat it. Now this would shock Captain Ginyu that he has these magical abilities, and he wants his body. If he can do it, then Captain Ginyu can. So Captain Ginyu would then do Change Now on Goku, and it would work. If you guys remember the fact that Goku was surprised by the attack. Now, the same fighting would probably happen with Ginyu stealing his body. Vegeta would fight him, and then Gohan would be enraged in fighting him. Goku would have still gotten beaten up. Sensu would have still gotten beaten up and put in the healing chamber. Now, you could argue too that Goku's regeneration powers could have brought him back. Well, true, but you could have also argued that since the Change Now technique happened and the fact that Captain Ginyu and Goku used so much energy fighting, that Goku just did not have enough juice in him to be able to heal himself fully. But we'll get to that very shortly, that Goku can speed up the process. Now, once when Goku's in the healing tank, his power is regenerating, so Goku is then using that to heal himself even faster with the healing tank. So most of the fighting with Frieza would happen the exact same. They would wish Piccolo back, and Piccolo would still meet up with Nail and fuse with him. Now, this version of Piccolo is a little bit stronger. We know that Piccolo's power was around 1,500, but for this what if, I'm going to say it's around 2 million. So even when Frieza goes into his third form, Piccolo can hold his own a lot better, up until Frieza goes into his fourth form. Now, Piccolo would lose, and of course, Vegeta would still lose the same way, but this time, Goku would show up a little bit earlier. Now, let me explain. Frieza would go into his fourth form earlier because the fact that Piccolo is pretty much equal or stronger than his third form. So he would go a few episodes early, so Goku would show up, as he was able to heal himself in time. Now, in terms of power levels, how powerful is this version of Goku? Well, we know that Goku got around 33 times stronger, is 33.3 times stronger. So, if we do the math theoretically, 33 times 120,000 is around 3.9 million, evening out to 4 million. Not a massive increase if you really think about it, but you'll see what has going to happen in a few minutes. Now, Goku began his fight with Frieza. Most of the events would happen the same, as Goku's theoretically almost the same power, so they would just kind of trade blows back and forth, and this is where some changes are going to happen. Now, Goku would still use Kaioken, and he would still absorb some of Frieza's attacks. Now, Goku would start running out of options because Frieza's power level keeps increasing, and also too, Frieza's so fast that Goku cannot get a grip on Frieza to absorb him, and basically, get his power. Now, to basically drain his energy and his life force so he can maybe catch up to him. Now, why would Goku do this? Because he's desperate, you have to do what you have to do to win. So Goku's only result, even after using Kaioken, would have to be the Spirit Bomb. He would still throw the Spirit Bomb, and it would almost kill Frieza. Now, once when they're celebrating, Goku had little to no energy left after fighting all that. Frieza would still show up, and he would kill Piccolo. And, well, they thought he killed Piccolo, if you remember, and he mainly killed Krillin, which will make Goku snap and turn into a Super Saiyan, the same events as before. Now, you could say after Goku absorbed all that energy and fought Frieza, he had a power level around 5 million, which would make sense. Times 50, of course, is 250 million, so he's far stronger than he was in the original, and he put the beat down on Frieza. But Goku here, as he was fighting Frieza, Gohan would then fly off with Piccolo's body. As Goku was fighting Frieza, he would then grab the back of his neck to throw him to the ground. But then something happens. Goku would then look at his hand as he begins to change. He copied Frieza's powers, potential, and abilities, and he pretty much absorbed Frieza's power. As Goku would begin changing, his Super Saiyan hair would begin changing color, his eyes would turn red, and everything else would change. He started forming these more dense knuckles and spikes. Now, Frieza was confused about what's happening to the Saiyan. Is he transforming again? Is he becoming more of a Super Saiyan? Like, what's happening? Goku here has transformed his Super Saiyan power. Now, let me explain. This is just some what if fun. Goku wasn't Super Saiyan, and he copied Frieza's power, abilities, potential. It's almost like he completely absorbed Frieza. Now, we know that Moro has done this, and we know that Goku is far strong enough so his body can survive this. So once that Goku has copied Frieza, it mutated his Super Saiyan power. Now, how powerful is Goku here? Well, we don't theoretically know how much of a boost it gives you, but you could argue that it basically just stacks that user's power level on top of yours. So if Goku had a power level of 250 million, and then of course you throw in 250,000, that would basically increase his power to around 370 million. Which doesn't sound like a massive increase, but it's impressive because the fact that he has all of Frieza's skills, all of his power, and his potential. You guys need to remember that. He has his potential. Now, Goku at this point would be far outclassing Frieza, and he would beat Frieza and defeat him before Frieza could even destroy the planet Namek. Now, during this time, Frieza would then try to maybe do a final attack on Goku, but then Goku would kill him, and this attack would obliterate Frieza, leaving no trace. So there's no Mecha Frieza, nor would King Cold even try to go to Earth, because he even said to leave it alone. He only did it because Frieza wanted to. So Goku would then transform back to base, as Goku looks normal in his base form. It's just when he transforms, he looks a lot more different. So Goku would then meet up with Gohan and them, and he'd be happy that Piccolo's alive, but of course, very saddened that Krillin is gone. So they would fly back, and of course, this is when Goku would then do the wishing with King Kai to basically use the Dragon Balls back and forth to wish all the Namekians back, and to wish everybody back killed by Frieza, so the Namekians are all back on Planet Namek. Planet Namek's not destroyed. Then they would use Earth Dragon Balls to then wish for the other people to be brought back, so everything was brought back to normal. For now. And then of course, over a year would pass, and then Goku was with Chi-Chi and Gohan, but then a mysterious man would be outside, as Goku would walk outside, and it was a man named Trunks. And that is it for this What If, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for the support of the video. Thank you guys for 13,000 subscribers. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. If this video gets 250 likes, I shall continue to the next part. Thank y'all for the support, and I'll talk to you all later.
Go,